Hi.
So we're going to do some speaking work, and this is about health and safety in the workplace. So, when do you work? When do you do your work stuff?
On Thursday?
On Thursday,
Yes.
yeah, and you do different jobs.
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of jobs have you done?
And then Bitsy Bits jobs.
Yeah.
Hot culture.
Yeah.
And teacher aid.
And what kind of work do you enjoy doing the most?
Bitsy Bits jobs and teacher aid.
Cool. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run you through task 1. Okay. And in here, what you need to do is you need to think about each word, and then you're going to listen to where the words are used in these scenarios and sentences. And then I want you to tell me what you think the word might mean. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll voice type it in.
Okay.
Yeah? Cool. Okay. So, a first word is this one called identify. Okay? So, if we identify something, do you know what we're doing? Do you have any idea? No.
No.
Okay. So, let's have a look. It says, after Jimmy had mopped the floor, he identified or noticed that the floor was wet. Jenny was surprised when she saw that the boys were mowing the lawns without earmuffs. Bob noticed or saw that the tea towel was very close to the ring on the stove that was on. Aroha saw Bob spraying the cleaning chemical in the face of another student as he tried to spray the window. Are there any words in there that you think might mean the same as identify? If you identify something, so after Jimmy had mopped the floor, he identified or noticed that the floor...
Wet.
Not wet, no.
Okay.
No. Got any clues, or would you like me to help you?
Help me, please.
Okay. So identify means that you see something. So if I said to you, can you identify the weed in the garden? What would you do to identify the weed in the garden?
Use a hole.
No, if you needed, I said, I need you to identify all the weeds in the garden and then pull them out. What would you do? How would you know the weeds are there?
If it's not where to leave it.
Yeah, but how would you know they were weeds? What would you do to identify the weeds?
Pull it out.
That's what you would do once you knew that the weeds were there. But how you have to first know that they're the weeds.
Yeah.
So if the garden's here, yeah? If the garden is here, and I say, right, I want you to identify all the different weeds, how would you do that? How would you find all those different weeds? What would you do to find them?
In the garden?
Yeah, they're in the garden, but what would you do to find the weeds?
Go closer.
Go closer, cool. Once you've gone closer, what would you do? You need to find the weeds. What would you do?
Use your eyes to look.
Use your eyes to look. That's what identify means. So identify, you tell me again what it means. Use your
eyes.
Yeah. To
look.
There you go. That's what identify means. So if we look here, after Jimmy had mopped the floor, he used his eyes to look and noticed that the floor was wet.
Yeah.
Jenny was surprised when she used her eyes to look and saw that the boys were mowing the lawns without earmuffs. Bob used his eyes to look and saw that the tea towel was very close to the ring. Okay? Let's have a look at the next one.
Okay.
Potential. If I said, you know what, Megan, you have the potential to make the basketball team. Do you have any idea what you think that might mean? If I said, you have the potential to be the best basketball player ever.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what potential means?
No.
Okay. So your brothers have the potential to play for the All Blacks one day, don't they? That's how good your brothers are. So Jimmy saw there was a possible or potential problem because of the wet floor when the students walked into the corridor. So potential means something the same here.
Yeah.
Jenny thought if the boys kept mowing the lawns without earmuffs, they might damage or harm their hearing. Bob thought it was possible that the tea towel might cause a fire, because remember, the tea towel is really close to that ring. Aroha was worried it was possible the chemical could hurt the other student. So potential, what do you think it might mean?
No.
Okay. So if you don't know, what should you do?
Ask for help.
Go for it.
Can you help me for potential?
Good effort. Potential. Say that again. Potential. Good girl. Okay, so potential means something that might happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so potential is something that might happen.
Yeah.
So, for example, your brother might make the All Blacks.
Yeah.
You might win a basketball tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That's potential.
Okay.
So here, Jimmy saw that something that might happen is that because of the wet floor, the students might slip.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at harm. Heard this word before, harm?
No.
Okay, if I said, oh, watch out, or you might harm yourself, what do you think that might mean?
You'll hurt yourself.
You'll hurt yourself, yeah. So let's have a look. One student slipped on the wet floor and hurt their wrist when they fell.
Yeah.
The caretaker agreed with Jenny. He said if the boys didn't use earmuffs, they would lose their hearing. Yeah. If the tea towel caught fire, it could cause a fire and damage the building or cause someone to have a burn. The chemical hurt the student. They had to go to the school nurse. So what do you reckon harm means?
You hurt yourself?
Yep. Yeah. You hurt yourself. That's a good answer. Okay? So we'll put in you hurt yourself. Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Responsibility. Are you responsible, Megan?
Yeah.
Are you? What do you do that makes you a responsible person?
About chores?
Oh, what about chores?
I put the washing out and do dishwasher.
No, do you have to do that? When do you do that?
If Mum told us to put the washing out.
And then you have to put the washing out. Did you do it in the holidays?
Yeah.
Cool.
And we make our bed too.
Oh, good. Oh, you know how to make your bed now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look what the word responsibility means. So you've told me things that you do because you're responsible. Jimmy was responsible by putting out the wet floor sign and letting the teachers know. He did something about the problem. The caretaker was responsible by reminding the boys to wear their earmuffs. He did something to make sure the boys were safe. Bob didn't wait to be told what to do. He moved the tea towel before a problem could happen. Aroha was responsible for doing something to sort the problem. She reminded Bob about what they'd been taught when using sprays. She showed him how to spray safely. Okay, so what do you think responsibility means? If you have a responsibility or you're being responsible, what do you think that means?
You'll be helpful.
Yeah. You will be helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems quite responsible to me. Yeah, that would work. All right, next one. Report. You get school reports, but this isn't a school report. This is different. Okay? So, Jenny went to the caretaker to tell them what she had noticed when she saw the boys lawn mowing. So she went and told someone, didn't she? Aroha told her supervisor what she'd done, and asked if they could remind everyone about ways to spray safely. What do you reckon the word report means then?
You tell the teacher?
You tell the teacher, yeah? So if you were working, would it be a teacher that you tell?
Yeah.
What if you had a job outside of school? Would you go and tell the teacher?
No.
Who would you tell?
Your boss?
Good. Well done, Megan. Right, health and safety. What does health and safety mean? Got any ideas what we mean? But when you're working, we have to have good health and safety.
Take pugs.
That's an example of something you would use. So it says when we work, we need to do things safely. When we do jobs around the house, we need to do things safely. When we are walking or driving, we need to do things safely. We do this by following instructions, reading labels carefully, using equipment correctly. This will help us from getting sick or being injured. Okay, so what do you think health and safety means?
If you walk on the path, if the car comes down, we have to wait and let them go.
Yeah, because otherwise what would happen?
Or you get crashed.
Yeah, there might be a crash or you might get squashed.
Or you get hurt.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, would it?
No.
But health and safety means keeping us
safe.
Yeah. Okay, put that there, eh? Keeping us safe. Alrighty, ready to move on?
Yeah.
This one, we have to highlight the correct answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, if you identify something, do you fail to see it but take no notice, see it and take notice of it, stick a label on something?
See?
See? Yep, correct. Can you hold that for me right there for a minute? Yep. That's it. Just hold it there.
Okay.
You said C, eh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll highlight C. All right.